Hey, what is up everyone? Nick here with my review for Justice League issue 45 by Geoff Johns and guest artist Francis Manapul, who will be filling in for Jason Fabok over the next couple of issues. Now, this issue marked the start of the second act of the Darkseid War, titled After Death, and this is the first chapter, kind of getting after the gigantic events that happened in issue 44 that kind of culminated in the ending of the first act with, spoiler alert, Darkseid's death. The majority of this issue kind of recounts what had happened there, and then it also sort of sets up for all of the individual tie-in issues that'll be released over this month and next month, I believe, that are kind of going to be spinning off of the whole fact that a few of the Justice League members now have new god abilities and have become new gods. Like the Flash is the god of death, Superman is the god of strength, I think, Batman is the god of knowledge, Shazam becomes the god of gods because he has all these different gods, like all of the ones that grant him powers, like Solomon and all the ones that spell out his name. They're all kind of like arguing inside of his head, and he's trying to control all of the different gods, all these different personalities inside of him. And one of the things that I also want to just comment on in this issue particularly is that the artwork is very, very good. I mean, I love Jason Fabok's work so far on Justice League, but Francis Manapul is always great to see. I mean, he just has like this great command of the page and just a really unique kind of vision for looking at artwork. And as far as I know, he works all in watercolors, and it has this kind of painted look almost. It looks like you're looking at paintings rather than just comic book panels. I mean, some of the two-page splashes are just amazing to look at, and I can't wait to see more of his work on the book. But yeah, the big twist that actually happens here is that Superman leaves Lex Luthor basically for dead on Apokolips while he goes off and leaves back to Earth, and Lex gets picked up by this kind of group of people that have been living on Apokolips, and they had this ancient prophecy that once Darkseid is dead, a human will appear in the ashes of Apokolips, and he'll be their new savior if he can sustain the power of the Omega effects that Darkseid's death left off. And basically the issue ends with them subjugating him to these Darkseid, the Omega beam, like Omega type powers, and Lex Luthor becomes the new Darkseid, and he's like a new god. He's born again as like a Darkseid. He's got the blue skin, the red eyes, and it's just like, that was like a whoa moment. That was just crazy to see. But yeah, overall, I mean, like I said, not a whole lot happened. It just kind of set up for the individual tie-ins, and then the second act of the story, I guess, when all the Justice Leaguers, or like the majority of them, become new gods, and like how they're gonna kind of deal with those powers. So all in all, I think this is a solid issue. I'd give it about a 8 solid issue. I can't wait to see what's next. I'll be reading the tie-ins to see how the new gods like affect everything. Batman said he was gonna go back to Gotham City and finally clean up crime once and for all with the Mobius share, so that's gonna be interesting to see if that also happens or not. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this book down below if you got a chance to check it out, and this is Nick signing off till next time.